everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. It was my 18th birthday a few weeks ago and pretty much all I asked for was books. So I thought it'd be really fun to do a birthday book haul. Now this is probably the most books I've ever received at once because I received lots of books I asked for, and then I also got gift cards, which of course, because I have no book self-control, I bought tons of books with them straight away. But I thought it would be really fun to go through the books that I got, because these will probably be the books that I read in 2021, so yeah, I'm very excited. So first we have Serpent and Dove. I actually have read this book. I read it on Kindle, but my friend bought me the physical book. She also bought me Blood and Honey, which I haven't read yet, but both these books are absolutely stunning. Like, I think they are some of the most beautiful covers of this year, and I cannot wait to have them on my bookshelf. I am reorganising my bookshelf at the moment, which is why it makes no sense and it's not very pretty, because I'm going to put all my hardbacks on my bookshelf and all my to be read paperbacks on my book cart, and then all my other paperbacks will be on my second bookshelf. So I need to do that later, but I couldn't do that until I filmed this video, so haven't done it yet. Next we have Marilu, The Kingdom of Back. Now, I feel really bad because this book came out, I think it was like early 2020, and I'm such a big fan of Marilu. Like, I think she's an incredible writer and I have loved almost every single one of her books except The Young Elites, sorry. But I just haven't read this book. I just haven't, and I don't know why. People seem to really like it. It seems like a really strong read. I am excited to read it, but I haven't picked it up yet. So I got this book for my birthday, which means I will be reading it next year, I promise you. Next we have The Shadows Between Us. I am such a huge fan of this author. I think she writes amazing books. Warrior of the Wild, which is, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's somewhere on my bookshelf at the moment, is an incredible underrated book. It is amazing and I truly recommend it, and I'm really hoping this book is like it. It's an enemies to lovers from what I've gathered, which I think we all know by now I'm pretty obsessed with, so I am very excited to read this book and I will be reading it soon. It's a very small hardback. The page count is quite low, which I love as a slow reader. That makes me very happy because then I can just pick it up one day, get through it in a few days and be done. Next we've got another Marilu book. We have Sky Hunter. Now, Sky Hunter came out quite recently actually, so it's not awful that I haven't read it yet, but I do need to read it because everyone I know who's a fan of Marilu has already read it and I want to talk about it with them, but I haven't picked it up yet. So now I've actually got a physical copy, I'll be reading it soon. Now we have The Midnight Light. Now this, I think, was there was a FairyLoot exclusive, and so on Bookstagram lots of people have been talking about this book over, it must have come out like a year ago, I don't know, but it's always been kind of on my to be read list, and so when I had a book voucher I made sure to buy it. All the other books that I just showed you that were kind of like Serpent and Dove, Shadow Between Us kind of thing, they were given from family members. This I bought with a gift card. Yeah, I just think it sounds like a really cool book and I'm kind of excited to read it. I'm not sure what it holds, but I know lots of people enjoyed it, so I really hope that I do too. Next we got one that I bought online and I couldn't help it, Kingdom of Back. I am obsessed with this book. I have the ARC and it is beautiful and I cannot recommend it enough, so I had to buy a hardback copy for myself because I have no self-control when it comes to this book. So did I need this copy? No. Did I want it? Yes. Finally, in the hardbacks we got one. I went into a bookshop with my best friend on my actual birthday and I picked up Shadow and Bone Collector's Edition, which I will read before the Netflix show is out. I am very excited for it. It is a stunning edition, and it has the coming to Netflix sticker, which made me so excited. Alright, now we have paperbacks. We have, I'm sorry, I bought Vengeful. I got some birthday money, which I also did an Amazon order on, so I got a few of these books secondhand, so they were really cheap, but I had to buy Vengeful I know I've got like the collector's edition, but it needed to match my copy of Vicious. It's very dirty, this copy. I don't know if you guys can see. It's really dirty, so I need to clean it. But I had to get it. And it has it has reviews on the spine, which I have never seen before, and I do not like. It arrived and I was like, are those actual reviews on the spine? Yeah. I don't know who decided to do that, but that was a weird decision. She looks awesome though. I think this is a new character from what I've gathered. I need to read this book soon. I will not be reading this copy. I'll be reading my collector's edition, but this is going to be on my shelf to match my paperback of the first book, because I'm obsessed. Now we're going to have a little V Schwab section because we all know I'm obsessed with her books, and I did a big Amazon order of like second-hand books of hers. So I bought This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet. I couldn't help myself, and these books have actually been recommended to me so much on Bookstagram, and so I wanted to read them quite soon because I know people want to hear my review, which is so cool. I still can't believe people actually care about my opinions on books. Like it hasn't sunk in. When I write a review and someone's like, oh awesome, I'm gonna pick this book up, I'm like, what? Like, you actually listened to me? And it's the weirdest thing. But I really want to read these two books, so I had to buy them. Again, these ones are quite dirty too, so I'm gonna have to clean them. And then we've got more. Are we shocked? No. Got City of Ghosts and Tunnel of Bones. This title really confuses me because this one has the word bones in and this one is City of, so I keep thinking of City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. So it does confuse me a bit, but these are her children's books and I'm really excited for them. They're very small, which again I love because I can get through them quickly, and they aren't like a huge thing. Often my books that are over 500 pages just don't get read for ages because I don't think I have the time. So yeah, very excited for these two. They look really cool, and there's a third book coming out quite soon, so I need to get that if I enjoy these two. We're done with V Schwab. We're done. I do love her though. So, you know, I don't think there are any more of her books that I haven't read. She's written a few short stories. There's a short story that's being adapted at the moment in a book, so I might have to get that one. But at the moment, I think I'm okay with V Schwab books. I have been very tempted to buy the A Dark Shade of Magic US Collector's Edition box set, but I can't justify 40 quid on it at the moment. So I'm not doing that. Next we have Skyward. This is a book that I've been thinking about reading for so long. My dad really likes the author and he wants me to read one of his books, and so I did some research and I thought this one would probably suit me best. I think this is a sci-fi, which is going to be interesting because I am obsessed with Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It's my favourite sci-fi book ever, so I want to see if this one can top it. But yeah, I'm excited to read this, and the cover is really cool. Like, it's very different but very cool. My stack of books next to me is not secure. That is not safe. So I just sorted that out. Next we have a book that I bought again while in that bookshop on my actual birthday, and it's Legendborn. I don't know the plot of this book, going to be completely honest. I just have heard amazing things and it looks incredible. So I'm very excited for this. I literally have no idea what it's about, but I can't wait actually. I'm kind of excited to read that one. If you've read it, I'd love to know your thoughts. If you've read any of these books, I'd love to know your thoughts, just so I can see which ones I want to prioritise. Next we have One of Us Is Next. I've been promising you guys I would buy and read this book for like a year now. When did it come out? It came out in January, a little under a year. And I'm sorry, it's the sequel to One of Us Is Lying, which is an amazing book. I'm currently reading, can't reach it, currently reading The Cousins by the same author, which isn't out yet. It's out December 4th, I think, 4th or 3rd. So I might read a few more of her books because I've got Two Can Keep Secret as well. But can we just take a second to appreciate the sprayed edges on this thing? I love that all the UK books come with sprayed edges and it's not like a special edition, because they could make it a special edition and I would spend my money on it. So I really like that it's standard. And yeah, I can't remember I can remember the plot twist in the first book, but I can't remember any of the characters, so I don't know if that's going to make this a really difficult read, or if she's kind of taken that into consideration at the beginning of the book and she'll give me like quick reminders about who the characters are, because I do not remember who they are. And then we've got Havenfall, which is by the same author who wrote Everless, and I'm very excited for this. This is being adapted by Amazon, which I didn't know when I put it on my birthday list and then got it from my parents. So it was kind of a cool thing that I got the book pretty much around the same time that the Amazon adaptation was announced. I'm so happy for this author. I think she is amazing. Everless was a really strong book. Evermore was okay, but I'm glad she's getting more recognition for her writing. So yeah, very excited for this book. And the second book's cover is stunning. Next we have The Minimalist, which this book was actually given to me by one of my best friends, Kirsty, and she loves classics. I do not love classics. I own classics because they're pretty books, but I've only read like 2 classics ever, Pride and Prejudice and Importance of Being Earnest, and that's because I have to read them for an exam. But this is her favourite book ever, pretty much. And so I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it, and I'm going to make her read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I feel like that would be fair. If I have to read this, she has to read Addie, because she will love it. But I'm worried, because I feel like if I don't like this, she's going to hate me. But we will see. I might do a video on it, because I really don't read classics, like, ever. So we will see what I think of it. Final book. So excited for this one. This is another one I picked up in the bookshop because it was buy one get one half off. Cinderella is Dead. I am so excited for this book. I love retellings, and this one sounds amazing, and I cannot wait to read it. I'm definitely going to read it in like January kind of thing, like really soon, because I'm so excited. I've heard so many good things, so many booktubers and bookstagrammers recommending it, and I just have to read it. I took some bookish photos of it the other day and they turned out really nice, because this is just a beautiful cover. So yeah, I am so excited to read this. That was it. I have actually ordered more books, which haven't arrived because they were from like Blackwell's, and it takes a while. So I will post pictures of them on my story so you guys can see. I might do a reel if they all come at once. We will see, but I'll make sure you guys know which books they are. They're like what's it called? The Lives of Saints by Lee Bardugo, The End and Other Beginnings by Veronica Roth. They're those kind of books. So I'm very excited for them to arrive. I have been waiting to film this video for so long, hoping that they would get here before I filmed, but they didn't. So I have ordered more. This is so many books, and I'm so grateful to my family and friends for not laughing at me when I literally only put books on my birthday list. And then I bought more with gift cards, and so I just have a book addiction, but now I don't have many books left on my to buy list, which is really cool. So I just need to knuckle down and actually read them after I reorganise my shelves. And then I'm going to do a bookshelf and book cart tour as a YouTube video, and I'm very excited for that because those are some of my favourite kind of videos to film.